Meanwhile, the effort to preserve that history continues to this day. KITV4's Erin Coogan takes us to the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum and shares how they're giving old history new life.
Well, they call it history for a reason. Stories of the past. But those stories and that history take a different form when they're standing in front of you, larger than life. This is a Douglas SPD dive bomber, one of the defending American aircrafts deployed on December 7th, 1941.
This plane had a history being on an aircraft carrier in Pearl Harbor, was then deployed to the Pacific, fought in the Battle of the Coral Sea and possibly other actions.
Joining the historic fleet now displayed at the Pearl Harbor Aviation Museum, a moment in history forever frozen in time.
We have the Zero, we have the Val, we have the Kate, the three Japanese aircraft that were involved in the attack itself. We have the SPD and we have the P-40 to be able to hear firsthand from the veterans how these aircraft were part of that day is very powerful for us.
Recovered by the Navy over 13 years ago from the depths of Lake Michigan, efforts to restore the historic SPD-2P was an arduous one.
In this case, 44,000 human hours working with over 1,500 people.
But it was an effort that would unlock new opportunity to connect past to present, an opportunity not only to preserve history, but create new stories, new memories, new history.
We want, especially young people, to not only be able to read the stories or see the stories on a plaque with some photos. We bring them in, we have them working on this historical aircraft side by side with our volunteers. So they're not only learning the science, the technology, the engineering, the art, and the math, but they're learning the history behind these aircraft.
So as we continue to remember those notable moments in American history, and we're commemorating not the 81st, but the 181st anniversary of the attacks, those stories remain alive, generating new meaning through the generations. Erin Coogan, KITV4 Island News.